How's it going, everyone? In today's video, I'll be going over what I would buy from Freedom Fireworks this year with a $400 budget. This list includes both novelties and fountains, and you get a ton of fuses to light in a really long, awesome show. I'm going to start things off by listing and briefly talking about each item on the list. Then I'll show the list in its entirety for you to copy down. I'll share the order that I would light these fountains off in for a show, and at the end, I'll show performance videos of each individual firework. With that all being said, let's get into it. We'll start with the novelties first. We have ground blooms, which are BOGO for $363, crackling balls, which are BOGO for $378, magic whips, BOGO for $520, and then lastly for the novelties, we have ammo smoke, BOGO for $578. Starting off the fountains, we have game mode for $359, crickets, a classic, for $378, short stack, which is the same as purple rain, but is about half the price this year at BOGO for $552. Then the last of the smaller fountains, we have Cuckoo, which is BOGO for $585. Now we'll get into some of the medium-sized fountains, first being Mount Magma, which is a new one for this year for $10.89. Make the Grade for $11.99. Then also $11.99, we have Live, Laugh, Love. Next, we have Smile for $18.73. This is a really unique one with a lot of blue and a pretty cool strobe ending. Next is Happy Trolls for $19.32. This one has gone up in price, but it's still a really nice fountain with a unique flying fish effect. Now for the longest lasting fountain on this list, we have Live Wire for $20.75. This is a great value as it goes for about 3 minutes. Now for one of my favorites on this list, we have Jumbo Purple Rain for $24.79. Beautiful colors on this one. It is really awesome in person. Now we're getting into the larger fountains here. First we have Whimsy for $27.23. The crackle at the end is really cool, almost kind of looks slow motion. It's a really unique effect. Next is Freedom Star, a new one for this year that is $32.33. Really awesome effects on this one all the way through. Make sure to stay tuned for the demo video because this is one of my favorites for this year. Next is Retro for $32.84. This is one of Freedom's most legendary fountains. This one has been a favorite in the community for years now. Really big crackle on it. Cannot go wrong with a classic retro. Next is Jungle Flower for $44.44. This one has a really good color and big crackle at the end as well. Next, we have Spirit of Freedom. I have 3 of these on the list, which stay tuned for the show order and you'll see why I chose 3. This is one of the best fountains you can get in California. The crackle at the end is massive. They're $16.55 each, so 3 of them totals $49.65. And for the grand finale of the list, we have Majestic Momma for $53.29. Make sure to stay tuned for the demo videos because you do not want to miss this one. It is absolute insanity, a great price for a 500 gram. Here's the list in its entirety, which I actually had to split into 2 parts just because of how much stuff is on here. You get a lot of fuses to light for your money. This list comes out to $395.37 before tax. I did not include sparklers. Personally, I don't use them for my shows, but if you do and you want to keep this under $400, I would probably substitute Happy Trolls and get sparklers instead of that one. Here's the show order that I would personally use to keep the intensity climbing as you go along and keep things fresh. Now I'm going to show demo videos of every single firework on this list so you can get an idea of what you're getting here. Let's get into it. Starting things off with some novelties, first being your classic ground bloom flower. Second, some crackling balls. Third, magic whips, a really fun novelty here, kind of like legal firecrackers. Lastly, the ammo smokes. These last about 60 seconds each. This is about a 15-second snippet of 3 different colors. Starting off the fountains, we have game mode. Really nice color and crackle on this one, especially for the price and size. Then we have crickets, a fan favorite and a classic. Can't go wrong with some colorful popcorn crackle for under $4. We have Short Stack, which as you can see from this video is the same as Purple Rain. Really nice one for a great price at about $2.75 each. Next is your classic Cuckoo fountain with loud whistles and crackle. Next is Magma, one of my favorite new fountains for this year. Really nice bright red nitrocellulose at the beginning and some pretty good crackle as well.
Whoa!
Here's Make the Grade. Awesome flying fish effect on this one, a great value and an awesome fountain. Next is Live, Laugh, Love. Despite the corny name, this one is a great value with some nice pink effects at the end. Now for a pretty unique one, we have Smile, really nice blue and a unique strobe effect at the end that makes it look like a flashing camera. Next, we have Happy Trolls, kind of like a beefier version of Make the Grade. This one also has that really cool flying fish effect and also some pretty strong crackle at the end. Now for one where you can really sit back and relax after you light it, we have live wire, which goes for about 3 minutes, a bunch of whistles, and a variety of effects on this one. A great value for only 20 bucks. A personal favorite of mine here, we have Jumbo Purple Rain. Really nice color, especially during this beginning effect. Next is Whimsy, a rewrap of the formerly popular Power On fountain, which I believe is discontinued now. This one has a really cool crackle at the end, like I said earlier. Kind of looks like it's in slow motion. It's pretty awesome. Next, we have Freedom Star, which is the new fountain I'm personally most looking forward to trying this year. Awesome effects all the way through, including swimming snakes, a glowing star in the middle, and awesome angled sprays with big crackle. Here's the fountain that originally really brought Freedom a lot of popularity, and that is Retro. Awesome crackle for about a minute here with good color, crazy height, and super loud in person. Next, we have Spirit of Freedom, aka the Centennial Fountain. This is obviously two going off at once, which makes for a really good show. Two at once rivals a lot of 500 gram fountains for more than double the price.
Right here is where you get your money's worth right here. Just watch. Hold on. Here we go.
Next is Jungle Flower, one I think is a little underrated. Yeah, it's a little pricey, but especially on a $400 budget, I think this one is worth it, just for how good the color is and how massive the crackle is at the end. And for the grand finale, we have Majestic Momma. This is a really long-lasting fountain going for about 2 minutes with this insane crackle all the way through. At the end, there's 2 tubes going off at once, which makes it even more intense. You really just got to see this one in person. It is so loud, it's so high, and has a great spread as well. Awesome fountain. And that concludes the 2024 edition of my $400 Freedom Fireworks Budget Guide. If you found this video helpful and entertaining, a like and subscribe is always appreciated. I have lots more content coming on the way, so I'll see you guys in the next one.